274 of 365 days of reflections. It's also day 2 of the month, October, a new month, and I am reading from the Amplified version of Proverbs. I wanted to maybe share one or two verses from Proverbs today and let you know the day started with communion. I love starting my day with communion because it puts me in the right frame of mind, the right perspective, the right direction of the day, right? And then Proverbs helps me to continue on the pursuit of wisdom. And that's what this topic of Proverbs 2 says. In the Amplified version, it says, the pursuit of wisdom brings security. And so as you pursue wisdom, you become more secure because that wisdom makes you feel secure, makes you know, right? It's more than knowing, it's more than knowledge, it's wisdom, insight. It's valuable. It's most valuable, most valuable. And I'll read, I think, the first two verses. It says, my son, if you will receive my words and treasure my commands within you, so that your ear is attentive to skillful and godly wisdom, and apply your heart to understanding, seeking it conscientiously and striving for it eagerly. So that is the first two verses of Proverbs. And today being Thursday, it was a full day. I actually misplaced a second set of keys. The first set of keys, I think my husband misplaced it. But anyway, that was the first set. The second set, I think I had my additional keys on the ring and let them slip off. You ever misplace a key and you think you know where it's at? Well, I woke up early for communion, and then after I realized, oh, I don't have the key, and I needed to open up the church for our meeting. We have a Lions Club meeting every Thursday. So I couldn't find the key, and I thought, okay, maybe it's in the car, maybe it's in the console. I'm looking everywhere, in my bags and everywhere. And this was at 4 a.m. Now, I needed to open it up by 6:30 a.m. Still didn't find it. So I'm texting, calling people. No one's answering that time of morning. So the church building has a daycare that's also in the building. So I went early and bam, 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 knocking on the door. Nobody answers. So, and let's see, in about 15 minutes of this, a lady pulls up very slowly because it's still dark here. I don't know if it's changing for you. How you doing, Marveline? I love that name, Marveline. So I'm bamming on the door, and this lady comes up, and she's looking like, who are you? I introduce myself, and I say, hey, I'm here to open up for our Lions Club meeting, and I happen to also be a member of this church. So she said, okay, kind of reluctantly, but she let me in. She said, I'm the new cook. How you doing, Anthony? So she let me in. I went in, opened up. But man, not having that key it just kind of took headspace, right? It took some headspace. I hate that feeling where I'm preoccupied with that thought of finding that key. So didn't find it. I'm doing okay. Core, the cool guy. Hey, Grandma. One of my grandsons calls me Grandma, but the other one, well, there's a baby. He hasn't picked a name to call me yet, but they used to call me G-Ma all the time, but the middle one, he calls me Grandma, and the oldest one still calls me G-Ma. I'm wondering if the baby's going to call me G. Like OG. I don't know. Just saying. Okay, so playing a game. Playing a game in phone. That's what you're doing, Marveline? Okay. Where are you from? That's what Danny Williams said. I am originally from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I know you can't tell by my dialect. I don't even know what my dialect is, but I'm here in Washington State now, and I've been here since 1992, since leaving the military. So how are you, Kent J? Oh, Grandma, you're beautiful today. Thank you. That's sweet. And Ariel Meow. Thank you for the streams. Your voice is so relaxing. It really helps me to get this. Oh, well, anyway. Wow, it sounds good. Thank you, Danny. So, yeah, that was kind of a weird, started out good, but then it kind of went left. So I didn't really know how to respond to that. So thank you for noticing that, Marveline. I love your name, Marveline. It reminds me of Maybelline mascara. It reminds me of Patti LaBelle. She has this song or had this song. I don't know. Anyway, I love your name. So that's sweet. That's very sweet. So today, again, let me finish my recap and my reflection of the day. So started with communion, Toastmaster. No, started with communion, Lions, Lacey Sunrise Lions. Then went to Toastmasters. Yeah, I had Toastmasters for lunch. During the lunch hour, I had Toastmasters. I had a showing of a rental, and I think the lady really liked it, so sent her an application. She said she liked it, so prayerfully she accepts it because that place needs to get rented. It needs a family. It needs someone to live there because I have another broker in my company that found during her showing of her house, there was a car parked with people sleeping in the car and people inside the house sleeping and doing drugs. So she called me and asked me, well, what do I do? I said, well, it was supposed to be a vacant house. I said, well, they don't live there, so just call the police. So she called the police, and the police said they don't even know how the people got in the house, but it just made me realize that we're in a time where people, there are a lot of homeless people, unfortunately. And I could not imagine what I would do if I were in that situation. So I'm not surprised that those sort of things happen. But I'm surprised that not only did they just want to seek shelter, they just wanted to seek a place to get high. So that part was a bit disturbing. But the house wasn't damaged beyond dirtiness and smelliness, things like that. And they actually took some of the hardware out of the slider door. So this is an alert for anyone who is in the real estate business, such as myself. Um, if you have property on the market and it's vacant, just need to be aware that as it starts to get cold, people are seeking shelter and do see sometimes this as a prime opportunity to take advantage of others. And I know they may not feel that that's what they're doing, but that's exactly what's happening. So, all I can do is protect the assets that I've been given to steward over. So when I have properties or brokers in my firm have properties that they are trying to sell or trying to manage, that I need to make sure that their interests are protected and their clients' interests are protected. So, um, yeah, okay. So, thank you. And my name is Kathy, and I actually spell it with a K. K is the only way. But thank you for your compliments. And yeah, let's see. So I told you about that. And my day ended up, wow, I had a couple more things. This is a full day. Thursdays are full days of reflection. So after Toastmasters and after showing a property, I had my leadership 365 experience with Gay Lee. So we did that for 90 minutes. Then I went into Bible study with doing the Bible chronologically with my girl Auntie Ross. So we did that was about 2 hours, and literally I fell asleep because I was so tired from being up this morning with my mind occupied about finding that fob that I misplaced or my husband misplaced. And yeah, I do look after my physical and mental health. I did plan to do some juicing today, but since I didn't, I had juiced yesterday. And that's another business that I've been doing, juicing with purpose. So I ended up drinking some of the juice that I made yesterday, which I did a new juice called Royal Roots. And I love that name and I love the quality of the juice. And people ask, well, what do you put in it? What do you put in? It's just juice. I don't add anything to it. Now, if I'm making a smoothie, I might put some protein powder or something in it, but no, the juice is it's all authentic. I'm trying to find the right word. It's all natural. I try to get organic stuff. It's just really important to me to put the right things in my body. Now, do I always do that? No. I had some popcorn tonight, so yeah. I had a brownie today, yeah. So I'm not 100%. What exercise do you do? I do online. Since I'm on YouTube, I go to Lucy Wyndham Reed. She has thousands of exercises, and I do her exercises, and I walk my dogs. So today, that was my exercise today. I walked the dogs, but I'll turn her on. She has 5 minute, 10 minute, 30 minutes. The latest one I've been doing, she does some sort of Japanese walking, which I think you do like really fast and then you go slow, you go fast, slow. So it's interval training, and that helps. I love that. Now, one thing I really need to do is stretching more, because sometimes I'll wake up and I'll have cramps in my leg, and I know that that comes from what I've eaten during the day. So if I've eaten some like fried foods or too many rich foods, so I like French fries. Okay, so if I've eaten too many French fries that are cooked in the wrong sort of stuff, that's not good for my body, and I know it. Or if I have snacked on a little bit too much sweets, because I do tend to like that, then that's not good for me. So let me see, how did I wind up the day? I think I did say I did the Bible chronologically, and then here I am with you. I did my Proverbs of the day. So today being the second, I did Proverbs 2, and I'm doing it in the Amplified this month. Amplified, I love how it reads because it just makes everything like so large and explosive. I really do. Okay. 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 I was trying to read the chat, and I can't speak for all, but I would say in my family line and the people that I know, we are more aware of how what we eat affects our health, right? And so I didn't always think that way. Now I am a cancer survivor, so yeah, and I don't think cancer gets in the body without without, well, I can't say that necessarily so, but what are cancer cells, right? They're cells that are not healthy. And so being a survivor, I've learned that I have to do the right things to keep my body healthy. And so that's exercise, that's eating the right thing, that's drinking plenty of water. That's another thing. I didn't always like water. And I've learned you can't just drink any water. I mean, I've learned that spring water is best for my body. Spring water. I don't like purified water. I will drink it if that's the only water. And who am I to complain? There's places in where people don't even have water. So I'm grateful for water. But yeah, water. Spring water is the best water for my body, and it's probably the best water for everybody um, who's aware of what the qualities are in spring waters, right? It comes up from the earth or the mountains, right? I think anything that God created is good for human consumption. So now, saying that, I have not been a meat eater for I think it's going on 4 years now, 3 or 4 years. Now, I used to love to eat a lot of meat, rich, 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 rich. But I've learned that, certain things in it don't agree with my health and my long-term goal of living a good, healthy, long life. Long life. Okay. Well, thank you guys. No, Stinson. That is a big no. I think you know that already. Okay, so thank you for the 3 thumbs up. Thank you for your subscriptions. And thank you for your shares. If you want to check out the page, I think I'll post something about my Juicing with Purpose pop-up party that I had the other day. That was fun for those who came, and I'll put some links because I'm creating a membership hub, and in that membership, I'll be doing weekly juicing parties, right? So I'll do some demos on what I'm actually doing here to keep my body healthy. So if you want to join me on that, let me know. Let me know. Yeah, I had the juicing party on, let's see, today is Thursday. Had it on Tuesday. So next Monday is going to start the weekly, I call it, what did I call it? Oh my gosh, I can't think of the name. I called it something. I can't remember it. I'm having a brain dump. But it's 10 o'clock, so that means it's time to get off because I'm trying to wind this up a little earlier than I have been. How old am I? I'm 62, I think. I have to remember, as you get older. I was going to say I'm 63, but let's see. I was born in 63. So I have to think how old I am. I think I'm 62. Yeah, because this is 2025 and I was born in six. Is that right? I have to, that's a shame. That's a shame. I can't remember. Yeah, 62. That's right. Nikki. Thank you. Nikki from Texas. She knows. Because I forgot. I forgot. I know I had a big 60s birthday party, which, wow, that was fun. I had everybody dressed. You had to come in a 60s outfit. That was fun. So I'm looking forward to what I'm going to do when I turn 70. I think I'm going to have a 70s party and we'll just do everything in 70s because I have like the old albums, I have the 45s, I have my husband has a reel to reel. So I think we will go retro and we'll have a 70s party when I turn 70. So hey, that's only 8 years away. So oh, you are 63. Am I 63 or 62? Let me see. Let me see. I was born in 63. So that makes me, let's see, 73, 83, 93, 2003, 2013, 2023. That's 60. Yeah, I'm 62. I'm 62. I'm not 63 yet. I was born in 63. What's old and new again? Okay, mm, can I be a moderator? I don't know. I have to check you out, Naz. You've been on the mark. Are you are you a raving fan, Naz? I'm scrolling through the chat to see where I've seen you respond before, and I don't see. I was here a week ago. Lily Logs, and Diamonduk. Keep glowing. Thank you, Diamonduk. I don't know what that is. Okay. All right, I said I was gonna get off. It's 10:03 now, so I stayed a little longer. So I got another like, but that's not what I do it for. I do it because it's a cathartic release, right? It's cathartic to kind of get things out. So it's a reflection of my day, and it's been a good day. Grateful for the day. Grateful that I get to sleep in my own bed tonight. Well, actually, I don't because my two grandsons are here tonight and they take over the bed. So they get to sleep in my bed and I get to sleep in the guest bedroom, but that's fine. Queen of my heart, I pray she waves. Lost angel found. Hmm? Lost angel found by Jen, guided by something. Number 3, Queen of my heart. Is that a song? Is that a song? In reference to having a 70s themed party, what's older is new again? I'm not sure I understand. In reference to me having my 70s themed party, what's older is new. That's true. Now I get you. Took a while for the synapses to kind of work together. Hey, cowboy. No, no, Chevy Silverados. Not necessarily, but you know what? I'm in real estate and we did have an avalanche and I had bought that for my husband and I thought he liked it, but after a while that thing started to leak and yeah. I don't know about big trucks. They don't seem to hold Yeah, especially if you use them a lot, yeah. Anyway. Do you like chicken enchilada? Yes, but I don't eat them now that I don't eat meat. So I would just eat a cheese enchilada, but that's a little bit too much cheese. So, but I used to eat a lot of chicken enchiladas. I used to. Yes, I gotta go too, Lily Dog. So you just reminded me. So peace and blessings to you all, and good night. Do you like Gabby owners? Not. I'm not sure what that means. You mean, do I like you? I don't know you, but I hope you're a decent person. And peace and blessings. Good night. Good night, Gabby.